Hello and welcome to another WWE 2K17 Summerslam match simulation, and once again I'm doing this slightly differently than I normally do because I'm here, I'm commentating, but it's not just me. I am joined by my special guest colour commentator Emir from the Raw Wrestling Talk podcast.
How's everybody doing out there? It looks like we are right in the thick of the Hardy Boys, and Matt Hardy is rolling around Mr. Bo Leave and trying to get him dizzy and disoriented.
And getting to tap out as well. So I think one element, I randomised the entry order, of the match, like who started in the ring, but I think one element that was very realistic was Miz did not start in this match. I could see Jason Jordan starting against one of the Miztourage, to be honest, because I could see them starting off with Jason Jordan and Miz in the ring and then Miz just tagging out. If I was going to predict the start of a match as opposed to the end of a match, that's how I would go.
Yeah, man, I absolutely agree. And by the way, I'm such a big fan of the heel trio, because when I look at Miz and the Miztourage, isn't this Randy Orton with Legacy over again? Where it's just like you got the main guy and you got the other two guys. They're going to do anything in the world to protect them, and it's such a great dynamic.
Yeah, and I think we could see a similar way of it playing out, unfortunately, which is, the leader is a future Hall of Famer, and the two underlings are going to be grossly underused for their entire career until they leave, basically. In my opinion, like.
By the way, if you just look at this match on paper, okay, you have Miz and you have the Miztourage, but then you look at who they're fighting against. Matt and Jeff Hardy and Jason Jordan. On paper, it just doesn't even seem fair.
Absolutely, and that's because of how Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel have always been booked since they came up to the main roster. So even when they were trying to put Curtis Axel over, it was by losing to Triple H on Raw.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. What a waste. He put him with Paul Heyman, and he begins to talk up, his family lineage and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, all right, this guy's going to have a go. They're going to give him a run at it, and then nothing became of it.
You just feed him to Triple H on, basically day one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah, I think I'm sort of expecting a win for the face team, for the Hardys and Jason Jordan. A few reasons. One, it's the pre-show, and that tends to be a, hey, feel good about this and subscribe to the network for our pay-per-view kind of situation, so faces do tend to win, except in the case of Neville being on it, usually. But another reason is just, that's the only reason I can see for this not being the IC title match.
So there was a story that went up on the Raw Wrestling Talk, that's RWT page, that said that at the last second, WWE officials felt like it was too soon. Because here's the thing, if you put Jason Jordan in a match with The Miz for the IC Championship, he's got to win that belt. Because otherwise, if he loses, where do you go from there? Like, how do you keep the rivalry going? So he's got to win. Then they thought, well, we're rushing into this. Because it was like, it's SummerSlam, this is the perfect time, but they haven't fully developed the story yet. So maybe this is going to take place down the line.
Personally, I would have said just that, everyone was objecting to it. And I must be the only person who's, thinking this is a great storyline. And I was thinking, yeah, put the title on him. Right, you put the title on him, and then people can start, the fans aren't getting behind him, so keep pushing him. Do what you did to Roman Reigns to him, but deliberately make the fans hate him because you're trying to make them love him. And keep pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, and make all the wrestlers resent him getting these opportunities. And he's got the IC title, and, and people are queuing up to try and take it off him. And then eventually, the swerve happens, and he's not Kurt Angle's son, and he fabricated the whole thing so that he could get this push. And I think that, and he's already a ready-made heel because everyone's booing him. I think you just I think they had to go all out with this story. I'm a bit disappointed they've kind of stalled it, if I'm honest.
You know what? I'm with you on this, because look what they could be doing. Okay, you got a kid who is built exactly like Kurt Angle was, and even looks like he's really his son. Okay, The Miz is not any kind of family to Ric Flair. Yet Ric Flair came down and said, hey, this figure 4 now belongs to you, Miz, which was crazy to me at the time. If you're Jason Jordan and you're WWE creative, I'm telling Jason Jordan, hey, start wearing the Kurt Angle tights. You do that ankle lock, you do that angle slam, and you just basically act like you're your dad. Just be a reincarnation of him, totally, fully, and absolutely. And if I'm Kurt Angle, I'm coming out every week on Raw. I'm giving my son the best of the best, no matter what anybody else thinks. I'm giving him every advantage just to piss the crowd off.
Yeah, I agree. And sorry, I just got a weird noise from my computer, which was odd. Yeah, I agree, and I think, I mean, he's got that angle slam into a neck breaker, which I quite like as his finisher. It's sort of heads up to angle, but not like just stealing his move, which I kind of like. But yeah, I mean, when he goes in the ring, he's got that intensity that he's got the in-ring ability. Oh, bye. And he's also got the intensity, I think, to be a great heel as well at some point. You know, he can turn it up a gear and go kind of sadistic. You know, he just enjoys throwing the guy around the ring.
Yeah, I think that would. Yeah, so that's what they got to do. They have this golden opportunity, and here's how I know it won't happen. Whenever I talk to a guy like you, a guy who is smart and who can actually see like this is the way it should go, I feel like somewhere WWE Creative goes, oh, they've got a good idea. Let's just do the opposite of that then.
Yeah, I was going to interrupt you when you said, here's how I know it won't happen. I was going to say, because it's a good idea. But I thought, no, let him speak, let the man speak. But yeah, basically, that's how we know it's not going to happen. It's a good idea. So.
Well, Matt Hardy with the side effect there. It looks like he might be gearing up for a Twist of Fate.
Twist of Fate to Curtis Axel.
Boom.
Jeff Hardy just ran headfirst into Jason Jordan. And then...
He's going to get him?
Right, no, Jeff Hardy just cost his team the match, because if you look, Jason Jordan's down, and that's because Jeff Hardy hit a flying head scissors on him. Allowing Bo Dallas to come in and break up the pin. Was that a Jeff Hardy heel turn we've just seen? Jeff Hardy in the Miztourage. Oh, man. There you go. You heard it here first, guys, if it happens.
Exactly. I really like, though, when they have, like, the tag team finishers, because it feels more realistic to watch. Like, for instance, if you have a tag team match with DX, how Shawn Michaels will hit the super kick, and then the person will stumble back into Triple H and get pedigreed. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, in the games, I do. Although, I must admit, not the biggest fan of that particular finisher, purely because... Oh, I like that finisher. That's cool.
Wow, that was nice.
Yeah. Purely because no one ever stumbles from Sweet Chin Music except when there's a pedigree to stumble into.
Exactly. Oh, true. Similarly, Triple H, the same thing happened to Triple H when he was one night. He's in the ring with Rock and Austin, and Stone Cold hits the stunner, and instead of him falling flat on his back, he popped back up on his feet and then kind of stumbled around into the rock bottom. And it's like, that never happens, except for the Rock was in the ring and you had to go to the rock bottom.
There's a lot of stuff like that in WWE, though. Like, no one ever falls across the middle ropes except when they were fighting Rey Mysterio and stuff like that. Yeah, you just have to sort of accept it, don't you? Whoa, what's happening? Why is the referee running the ropes? What's going on? This match is breaking down. Jason Jordan just got his hands on the Miz, though, very briefly.
The referee got nervous because he looked up and all of a sudden he had all 6 men around him. He didn't know what was going on.
You see that cheap shot from Jason Jordan then to Bo Dallas? He's showing that heel potential. I'm telling you, they've got to go the way of Jason Jordan eventually coming out of this as a heel.
Then Matt Hardy throws Bo Dallas right into Jason Jordan.
Absolutely. Matt Hardy did not appreciate the heel tactics. Bo Dallas trying to pin Matt Hardy off basically nothing. That's the one thing I do hate about these games, is when they hit like a kick to the leg and then they go for the pin, and it's like, no one ever wins a match off that. Stop trying that.
Here's another thing. Bo Dallas completely unaware of his position in the ring. You don't ever pin your opponent in their own corner.
True. Yeah, absolutely. Right, Bo Dallas going for something big here.
Maybe a superplex?
Yeah,
let's see what we got.
It's looking like it, a superplex or something along those lines. Oh, it's going to be a big one. He's up on the top rope. Oh.
Got the arm.
This could break Matt Hardy.
Oh! He didn't even bounce back. He's like, I'm dead.
Oh, counter from Bo Dallas. Matt Hardy looked like he was going for a spine buster. Bo Dallas hits the DDT. Bo Dallas doing well in this match. What's going on?
Boom. Yeah, it just takes him right down.
Kind of like a judo hip toss kind of thing there. And Matt Hardy going for the backbreaker, and again, Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is not having any of this. He's like, you will push me. I will win this match for myself.
We're gonna get him hung up on the ropes here. Wait, here we go.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
Showing some good moves, Bo Dallas.
It's like a crossroads using the rope there.
Yeah, absolutely. Great move.
There's nobody to help him. He's gonna kick out.
Oh, I thought Bo Dallas had just single-handedly won this match then.
We still haven't even seen The Miz get tagged in yet.
No, Miz has made a point of not being the legal man at all in this match. But he's been involved a lot. He keeps getting in the ring and like giving cheap shots to people. But he's not actually, I don't think he's been tagged in.
By the way, in the background, looks like the crowd is popping pretty big. They might be enjoying the match.
Yeah, the crowd seems to be believers. Oh, but all of a sudden...
Oh, twist of fate!
He's in perfect position. Tag Jeff. Oh, I was going to say, that was perfect position for a swanton.
1,
2. Oh, wow, did he just kick out at 1?
It was like a 1.5. By the way, I can't stand the ref. Why does the referee have to run 5 laps around you before he gets down to count? It's like, just drop where you are.
As long as you can see the shoulders, just drop.
No, it's like, I gotta be in this specific spot over here. It's like, by the time you got down, you could have counted to 5 already.
Yeah, Matt Hardy just channeled his inner CM Punk, hitting the running knee in the corner into a clothesline.
Nice.
And
Look at Jason Jordan taunting the other team.
Jason Jordan just laid out the Miz. Cheap shot again. And then kind of an angle slam, not quite, like a belly to back suplex with a twist.
The Hardys and Jason Jordan are absolutely wrestling like a heel team right now.
Yeah, they're isolating Bo Dallas. They're not letting him get the tag. They're chopping off his partners. Bo Dallas! Oh, showing some... Wow. You see Jeff Hardy flip out then. He sold that like a Dolph Ziggler kind of sell.
So he power bombs and then he stomps his ankle out because the idea is if you take his legs from him, he can't climb the top rope to hit that swanton bomb.
Absolutely. Bo Dallas being strategic. And Jason Jordan with the pin break up. And then leaving Jeff Hardy to potentially take the finisher.
Yep, looks like Dallas is going for the finisher. Yeah, Jason Jordan just walked. Oh, there you go. Future shock DDT.
Yeah. Shades of Drew McIntyre and or Dean Ambrose. But Jason Jordan actually then makes the save. Maybe he's not ready to turn just yet. And then he kicks the referee.
Maybe come on, Jason, grab a chair while you're at it.
Oh, wow. I know, talk about being a tweener. Like, makes the ultimate face move and saves Jeff Hardy and then just knocks out the referee for the fun of it.
Like Jason Jordan, how about we pick a side and stick to it?
Maybe Jason Jordan's running like a schizophrenic gimmick.
The only person who's had more face and heel turns than him is the Big Show.
And even then, it's already getting close.
Exactly.
Oh, Miz tags in literally just to hit a skull-crushing finale.
Oh, yes. That might be enough. Jeff Hardy's taking a lot of damage.
Jeff Hardy's taking a Bo Dallas DDT as well.
We got 1.
Matt Hardy wasn't coming in. Wow.
3. Did he get him?
Yeah, Miztourage won.
Comes in, look at that. He comes in just to hit the skull-crushing finale and then walks out with the victory.
I mean, you can't deny he's a smart wrestler.
That's a good night's work, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's another time we've both agreed on... Wait, did you say what you thought would happen in this match? I'm not sure. Do you think Miztourage or do you think Team Jason Jordan and Hardys?
Well, here's the thing. Though I like the way this match played out, I feel like you got to have Jason Jordan and the Hardys win it because, again, if you let The Miz win and he's champion, he has no other reason to continue to deal with Jason Jordan. But if Jason Jordan gets a victory over him, then he can be enticed to having another match, at which point Jason Jordan says, look, Miz, if you want another shot at me, you're going to have to put that title on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what I predicted. But so once again, we've agreed. Spoiler alert for the previous video. But the game disagrees with us yet again. So it's looking like this is turning into a bit of a handicap match between me and you versus the game. Because normally I sort of compete with the game for predictions. So it looks, I said maybe we're going to do a triple threat, but really we're just ganging up. We're just healing on the game and just teaming up on
Wouldn't it be interesting though? Okay, so we have predictions and we agree on everything so far. But wouldn't it be funny if we watched SummerSlam and the game got every match correct?
I have lost to the game in predictions so many times. Like not necessarily got every match, but more often than not, the game gets more matches right than I do. So this isn't boding well for you because you're agreeing with me and I lose. So okay, right. So everyone, let me know in the comment section down below who you think is going to win. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more WWE and WWE gaming content, and don't forget to share with your friends. And for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Boyz. You've been amazing. He's been Emir. Where have you gone? Are you gonna?
Yes, I have. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video.
And we will see you next time.